Let's talk about a feeling that I'm willing to bet you know really, really well. That constant urge to find the next thing, the next challenge. For years, you've probably been told it's some kind of flaw, right? A lack of discipline. But what if I told you it's actually a feature of your mind, not a bug? Let's get into it.
So does this sound familiar? You find something new, you dive in headfirst, absolutely consumed by it. You learn it, you master it, and then poof, the magic is gone. You start getting that itch again. Look, you are not alone in this, and it's definitely not because you're doing something wrong.
I mean, this cycle pops up everywhere, doesn't it? That dream job you busted your tail to get? Yeah, 6 months in, you figured it all out, and now you're just bored. Or what about that hobby that took up all your free time? Once you got really good at it, the challenge vanished, and honestly, so did the fun. This isn't a sign you're failing. It's the signature of a mind that learns incredibly fast.
And of course, this whole pattern comes with a label. Society loves things that are predictable, that follow a straight line. So when you don't fit into that neat little box, you get misunderstood. It's time to tackle that myth head on.
You've heard this a million times, right? Maybe you've even said it to yourself, that you're flaky or you can't commit, that you just don't have the discipline to stick with anything. This whole idea comes from a world that was built for specialists, people who did one thing for 40 years. But let's be real, that world is basically gone.
Okay, so here is the absolute key. It's all about a shift in perspective. On one side, you've got the standard societal view. It looks like a lack of focus, makes you seem flaky, unreliable. But the neurological view, that tells a completely different story. It sees a brain that craves novelty. It sees someone who is a ridiculously fast learner, who is incredibly adaptable. It's not an inability to commit, it's a mind literally hardwired for discovery. So how does this whole thing actually work inside your brain? Well, it turns out there's a very specific biological reason you get bored, and it all boils down to one powerful little neurochemical. We always hear dopamine called the pleasure chemical, but that's a bit of a misnomer. It's much more accurate to call it the discovery chemical. See, it doesn't really reward you for pleasure itself, it rewards you for the chase, for the pursuit of something new. It's that chemical kick that says, yes, go learn that thing, go figure this out. And this creates this really powerful loop in your brain. You find something new, and boom, your dopamine spikes. You feel totally engaged, super motivated, you dive in, you learn the ropes, you master it. But the second you achieve that mastery, the novelty is gone. It's predictable now, so your dopamine levels drop. And your brain, hungry for that reward, starts searching for the next new thing. It's not a character flow, it's just your biology. So what does this all actually mean for you? It means we have to completely reframe how we look at this trait. It is time to stop seeing it as a weakness and start recognizing it for the strength it really is. Just let that sink in for a second. Your restlessness isn't a flaw. It is a sign of mental growth. Every single time you feel that pull to move on, that's not you giving up. That's your brain signaling that you've soaked up everything you can from a situation. It's a sign that you are ready for the next level. So let's just be crystal clear about what your brain is doing here. It is highly efficient. It's a pattern recognition machine that gets to mastery faster than most people. It is optimized to ditch predictable environments and seek out new information. I mean, that is the literal definition of growth. Your mind wasn't built for an assembly line. It was built for the frontier. And this brings us to the most important part. Because this trait, the one that might have felt like a burden your whole life, is quickly becoming one of the single most valuable assets you can possibly have. The old script is dead, gone. The whole idea of picking one career and just climbing that same ladder for 40 years, that's not a reality anymore. Industries are changing practically overnight. New skills are needed constantly. The future isn't a straight line. It's a whole series of pivots. And this is exactly where you have the advantage. Your brain is already wired for this new world. The very thing that made you feel restless, that constant drive to learn something new, to adapt, to move on to the next challenge, that is now a legitimate superpower. It's the engine for innovation in a world that just refuses to stand still. So let's just stop asking the wrong question. It's not about why can't I stick with one thing. It's not about forcing yourself into a box you were never meant to fit in. The real question, the real opportunity is to ask yourself, how am I going to leverage this? How can I build a life that actually rewards my curiosity? Because your restless mind isn't holding you back. It has been preparing you for the future all along.